Welcome to GameSpot Live. Today we're talking about The Sims Vacation, which is the 4th expansion pack for The Sims. And unless you've been living on Mars for the past decade, in a cave with your eyes closed and your fingers in your ears, you've heard about The Sims. It's that really, really popular game about little computer people that lets you buy and build a little computer house and lead their little computer lives. It turns out that our friends at NPD Tech World, a company that tracks computer game sales, has recently reported that The Sims is the best-selling computer game of all time, even outselling Myst, which was the previous champion. So a game this popular, that's been played this often and bought so often, since 2000 when it first came out, might seem like it would get a little stale after a while. There have already been 3 different expansions for The Sims. There was Live and Large, which basically added lots of new items to your house. House Party, which let you throw parties at your house for your Sims and their neighbors. And finally Hot Date, which let you go on dates and actually leave your house and go to a new downtown area. So you might actually think that The Sims might be running out of steam at this point. And it turns out that Vacation actually does make The Sims interesting again. So like most other Sims expansions, Vacation only adds a couple of really significant things, but those things are interesting enough to keep the game fun, generally speaking. One of the things that Vacation adds is the ability to go on vacation. So like the Hot Date expansion, you can actually leave your house and take your Sims out on vacation to one of 3 different kinds of resorts. There's the beach resort, there's the camping resort, and then there's the snow resort. Every resort is actually an open lot, which, like in Hot Date's downtown areas, comes custom built with lots of different items that your Sims can interact with and play around with. But if you want to, you can tear it all down and fill it up with whatever items you want. So Vacation actually adds a bunch of new items, both for your home and for the vacation areas. Some of the stuff that you can add are a snowboarding ramp or a volleyball court. So when you go on vacation, what you're going to want to do is actually take your nuclear family of Sims, go out and just try to make sure the family has fun. It turns out that if your family does not have fun, and if your kids get really rowdy, you may actually be fined. But if your family does behave themselves, they can win a special prize called a souvenir, and that's really the other big feature in Vacation. Souvenirs are little prizes that you can get from playing carnival games by collecting tickets. You can discover them with a metal detector, or you can just buy them at a gift shop, but you can also be awarded them by the vacation director if you have a really good vacation and your Sims are well behaved. Souvenirs are neat little additions to your house. Some of them can actually have beneficial effects, like adding a lot to the room value and so forth. You can actually buy souvenir racks for your house where you can store your souvenirs, and they're great for parties. They're great for entertaining guests because other Sims can come over and admire your souvenirs, and you can discuss them and so on. That's why you'll find that Vacation is actually pretty good when it's used with an expansion like House Party or Hot Date. One of the things that you'll find is just that Vacation adds a lot of really good group activities, stuff that'll help you entertain your guests or keep your date busy. So it turns out that The Sims, after all these years, still pretty much look and sound like The Sims, which is both a good and a bad thing. The Sims has never had really impressive graphics or anything like that, but it never really needed it. The 3D characters still look really jagged and actually kind of plain, but they're still as expressively animated as ever. There are lots of new funny animations in the game. Some of the best animations are the mascot characters that you'll meet at the vacation resorts. It's really hard not to at least smile when you see a big costumed Yeti walk up to you and start tap dancing in your face. As far as sound goes, Vacation pretty much sounds like The Sims. There's some new Simlish, the gibberish language that the Sims speak. They'll do things like get really excited about playing an arcade game, or they'll talk and laugh as they gather around building a snowman, or as they play a game of volleyball. There's also some new music that's played in the vacation areas, but really there's maybe not as much new music as some fans might have liked. And like the other add-ons, The Sims Vacation doesn't really fix the core problems with The Sims. The camera is still really, really sluggish to scroll. And also Sims still have pathfinding problems and will get stuck when standing next to objects. But then again, the point of a Sims expansion pack has apparently never really been to fix the core problems of the game. It's been to build on what was originally in The Sims and give you lots of new stuff to play with. And Vacation succeeds in that for the most part. It makes The Sims fun again, at least for a little while. That's best when used with House Party or Hot Date.